You see, it's either you have a positive mindset or a negative mindset. It's either you have a growth mindset or a fixed mindset. On this platform, I always share from the mindset of the growth mindset, the optimistic mindset. The mindset you have goes a long way to determine what you attract into your life. Your mindset here again. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, thanks for subscribing. If you're yet to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button. Your mindset is like the RAS. There is something that is called RAS, reticular activating system. So have you noticed that if you want to buy maybe a red RAV4 or you want to buy a gold RAV4, the moment you check online for the specification of that RAV4, just notice you will begin to see a lot of RAV4 around you. Particularly if you go ahead and get the car, you will suddenly realize that a lot of people around you are driving RAV4. You know, the truth of the matter is, the people around you did not just buy RAV4. They are not just driving RAV4. You see, the reason why you are noticing RAV4 is that concept of RAS. Your reticular activating system is now aware of RAV4 because you have invested in RAV4. That is what I can liken our mindset to. Our mindset is what determines how we see life, how we relate with life, how we relate with people, how we relate with the external world. Most of the time, the mindset of an individual, when you talk about seeing the mindset physically, you cannot really see the mindset physically. You cannot even see the mind. You see, however, you can see what the mind does. You can understand the person's mindset from his action and inaction. And that is why understanding how to cultivate a positive mindset will help you even in your productivity journey. Because every day we are faced with a lot of realities that if only we will have a positive mindset, we can actually win the day. Some time ago, I was in a place where I find myself doing some kind of job that are not particularly exciting. And every time I get back home, I relate with my wife how frustrating the job is. And one day my wife just snapped and said, "Sweetheart, was there any good thing that happened in the office today that you kind of like?" And I was like, what's good about the job I'm doing? "You know, I don't like that job, you know." And she said, "Please, let's just calm down. You know, you used to talk about being positive, and I feel like at this point, let's try to apply some of the things that you know." And as she just, you know, she kind of joggled my mind and just asking me about the positive experience that I went through in that day. I began to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I was like, as I began to recount those positive experiences, I was like, oh, I had this positive experience in one day. How come when I got home, I began to relate the negative experience? And that would have actually affected my night. It's bad enough that, you know, when I got home, the first thing I was recounting was the negative experience. Now, it's like I have went through a negative day, because that's what it means, since I'm conscious of the negative experience. Then, now getting home again, still relating to my wife, it means my sleep will not be sweet. But she just kind of snapping and helping me to come out of myself and just asking for the positive experience I had, the high points of my day, and just sharing with her. And I realized that, wow, there's a lot of positive experience in the day. And that is actually one thing about positive mindset. If you have a positive mindset, you will be sensitive to positive things. How to cultivate a positive mindset? Be sensitive to positive experience. There is something we should work on as humans. We have to understand the concept of negativity bias. Negativity bias, naturally, humans tend to be more negative than positive. Negativity bias is what has helped us to stay alive through the days of hunters and gatherers. That consciousness that a lion can come out, it helped us stay alive actually. But we are no longer living in those times. We are living in new times. We are living in the modern age. So no lion that will run over you. Be more positive inclined. Say to yourself, I have a positive mindset and good things happened to me. It's also something that there is a word that a lot of people, peddle around and it becomes their reality. So people say, why is it that bad things happen to good people? I don't believe that. I believe good things happen to good people. And life will play out according to your belief system. In fact, this is the thing. Your belief system will determine your thoughts. Your thoughts will determine your action, and your action will determine your results. But note the foundation is belief system. And that's why I am sharing with you that be more positive in your outlook to life. How you can also cultivate this positive mindset I'm talking about is to have a growth mindset. Professor Carol Dweck of Harvard, she came up with the groundbreaking book, Growth Mindset. When you get that book and study it, you will realize that there are two kinds of mindsets, the growth mindset and the fixed mindset. The growth mindset believes that his abilities can actually evolve, that he can improve beyond his current level, that his talent is not fixed, that he can develop himself, he can do the things that are seemingly difficult. While the fixed mindset believes that his talent, his abilities are predefined, more like a predestination. So he will tell you that this is how I am. This is how I have been wired. This is what I can do. This is what I cannot do. What I'm saying here, I'm not talking about you understanding your own capacity, your limits, and the things you can do and the things you cannot do. The person with a fixed mindset is more attuned to just limiting himself, basically. He limits himself to certain realities. He will tell you, this is my ability and capacity. I cannot do beyond this. And in the real sense, if he works on himself, he can do more. And the person with a fixed mindset, if you just want to define him, you will say it's somebody, in summary, someone that is not willing to grow or stretch himself. But the growth mindset kind of person believes that skills are learnable, talents can expand, and that I'm born this way does not mean I will remain this way. There are certain traits that if I cultivate, I will be better. Right? So it's very important we cultivate a growth mindset. Then understanding that how life plays out according to your mindset. There is a concept that was discovered many years ago, the concept of the placebo effect. Most of the drugs you use, actually the placebo effect that is helping you. What is placebo effect? Such as many years ago, they brought two categories of athletes. They both had the same injury. They were both administered drugs to. 6 months later, the both parties began to recover. They began to display recovery signs. And eventually, the both of them were healed. And after this experiment, the researchers revealed to us that some people were administered a particular drug, while those other people were administered sugar pill. And we were like, but they both displayed recovery sign. And then we asked, what happened? This is what actually happened. They both did not know the kind of drug they were administered. What the research revealed to us is, it is our belief in the substance, in the drug, that actually begins to trigger the healing, because our reality changed according to our belief. So the point here is, like our mind, like I've said earlier, is like a reticular activating system. Life will always play out according to your belief system. That placebo effect has taught us actually that it's not necessarily the drug that drives the healing, as it were, but the belief that you are taking a pill and that pill is supposed to work for you, and then it works for you. Most of the time, those that conquer cancer, they have always been, the research has revealed that it is that belief that they can conquer it that helps them to stay alive. So have a positive mindset. You must also try to associate with people that are positive. Someone said, if 5 millionaires are your friend, you are going to be the 6th one, because you will soon be a millionaire. And if 5 poor people are your friend, definitely you will be the 6th one. So try to also identify meaningful relationship and associate with people that are going somewhere. And just having people around you that have conquered negativity bias with positivity will help you to even be more positive. I remain Michael Ognichola. Many thanks for being a part of today's conversation. Please do well to subscribe if you have not done that. You are created for peak performance. Go for it.